How's it going, everybody? This is Craig Bush Rocks. Welcome to my channel. I was walking around my room there looking at some games and stuff like that, and I was looking at some games I wanted to pre-order and stuff like that, some Ubisoft games and stuff. And I was looking at prices and all that stuff. It's not just Ubisoft, EA does this too and all that. Now's a good time, I'm going to say right now, if you're going to want to get into retro game collecting, it is probably a good time to do it in 2024. I hate to say this. Even some of the more expensive games, I'll explain the reason why. Let me give you a good example here. Like with Ubisoft, when you get games like this. Now, this is the lower end before they started raising the prices and stuff like that. These are like about $100 to $109 each for these games. You're probably going to get the gist of what I'm talking about here in a minute. When you look at the new Ubisoft games, it's like $109, $129, but you get the point. It's going up over $130 to sometimes $140 on some of these one games that you're going to purchase. One game where you get 3 days early access. It's one game. And same thing with the Madden stuff or EA stuff in general with their games. It's getting to the point right now where modern gaming, as people call it, and stuff like that, it's kind of getting ridiculous. You usually got to wait for these games to go on sale, which they do, and then you can pick them up. But at the same time, the money that you're spending on this game brand new, wait on picking up that game and go pick up a retro game. And I got a stack of retro games right here and stuff like that, and I'm going to show you one good example of one of my more expensive games. And when you look at some of these games that they're selling, one game, where you get 3 days access, this is starting to look like it's not too bad. And that's saying much. And that's my game Africa. Now, I paid $170 for this game. If I look around long enough, I could probably find it cheaper. I just picked it up off a whim. This is like my jumping point right here for our starting point when I took my PlayStation 3 collecting seriously, because I was just starting to get into buying games, and this is one of my not my first PS3 game, but where I got into collecting seriously was when I bought this. I learned a lot of lessons and stuff like that when I was collecting. But when I look at in hindsight, yeah, even the Armored Core games, when you look even on eBay, $100 and something for an old Armored Core game. Okay, yeah, it's a little expensive, but when you look at new games that are coming out and they're trying to charge $70 just for a game on regular price, just for one game for regular price, and they I heard people talking about wanting to jump the games to $80 because it costs so much to make. That's why I like AA games and stuff like that. They're they keep it low, but even then, that's still kind of pricey. That's why it's, when you look at retro games now, it's like, well, do I want to spend this $70 on this game that's not going to do very good, or do I want to go buy a game, something like Quantum Theory for, I don't know, $20 or something? I'm not sure how much it's worth. I'm going between these mid-range price games that I picked out of my thing here. But yeah, Quantum Theory, you can buy that, or one of my recent pickup, X-Blaze game or something like that, which probably I didn't pay very much for. But you get the point. It's like when you go into retro game collecting, people think, oh, I don't want to pay all these prices for these games. It's like, but at the same time, the same people are saying that. I'm not saying everybody does it, are going out buying a new copy of a game day one it comes out. I'm guilty of it. I do buy games sometimes on day one. I'm kind of holding off on some of the Ubisoft games, but I do want to play the new Assassin's Creed. I want to try the gameplay on it, but I'm not going to go buy the $130 one. I'm just going to buy the base game, and that's it, just to play through it and see if I like it, see if they improved on the gameplay on it, and I'll probably talk about in the video. But another good game right here, Aquapaza. Oh, yeah, I can't say the name, but there you go. This looks like I'm going to say a fighting game. So yeah, I want to go get the new Street Fighter game. It's like $70. If I can't afford it, well, I'll just go pick this up for cheap and satisfy my needs so that game goes on sale. Well, yeah, another one right here, Mugen Souls. these are like uncommon PS3 games that you can look for. Even go on eBay like I did and look for the lowest price and shipping. If you're not worried about complete and box, if you just want a game to play, you can buy a loose disc for cheap. But the point is like when you do retro collecting, sometimes it is better. And plus, a lot of these things ain't gonna have those predatory microtransactions in these games. Where you gotta, if you want to keep playing, go buy these microtransaction season passes and stuff like that. But yeah, another good one. Sweet. Another good one right here. Sweet. Like I said, all these games are kind of like mid-price range games right here. They're uncommon and mid-price. And the PlayStation 3 and even Xbox 360, they're all talking about the prices are going to jump up on that. Doesn't make a difference. If you look around, you're going to find stuff cheaper than what modern gaming is trying to charge for. I mean, you got to look at it that way. I learned that when I'm buying games left and right. I got 910 PlayStation 3 games. You want to know why? Because I can buy 10 games for $200. That same $200, I might be able to get 1.5 games for one, maybe 2 games for the PlayStation 3 when they or PlayStation 5 when they come out, or Xbox Series X when it comes out. Yes, yeah, you can see what I mean. And I bought some good heavy hitters. As that last pickup video I did, and, that's what I paid. It was $200. And I got a sealed copy of a Transformer game. But yeah, I had 10 heavy hitter games that I can just play. Just keep that in mind if you're out retro shopping and you're going to Walmart and you want to go pick up the new Call of Duty game, which is going to probably be on Game Pass anyways. But it's like hold off a little bit. Go, if you got a PlayStation 3 or an Xbox 360. Or anything like that, or even a Wii U, Devil's Third. That one was like a $400 or $500 game. You got games to trade in and do that. Some of those box sets that cost $300 starting to look like, well, okay, well I got something here. I can buy it if I can get it cheap enough. I can turn around and resell if I have to. If I don't, but you're can you kind of see what I'm saying? So yeah, go buy some retro games and don't worry about modern gaming per se, unless it's a game that you really, 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 really like, and it's going to be good. Then then bite the bullet and buy it. But in the meantime, if you got that PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, or any modern console, just go out and buy. Take that same amount of money that you're going to drop on that game and go find some games for that system that you're collecting for. You'll be surprised what you will find. Do it because you will find out. Go to your local disc traders. Go even GameStop that has those retro games sometimes. You'd be surprised because GameStop usually are pretty good with prices on their retro games. So even GameStop, yard sales, which if you want to go out and do yard sailing, whatever. I don't get out to do yard sailing very much. I should start doing that. But when I'm doing my PS3 collecting, it's getting harder and harder to find games I don't have. So I have to go to specialty shops and specialty game stores to go pick up my games. And when I think about high price modern games and what I'm picking up, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm doing fine. It's like, so just kind of keep that in mind if you want to go out retro game hunting and you look at a price of a game and how much it is, and oh my god, this game's like $100. Yeah, does that game got microtransaction? And make sure that game is good. Does that game got replay value that you're picking up? Think about it that way. When you look at some of the games that are coming out now, like Skull and Bones. So you can kind of get the idea of what I'm trying to say. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. Comment down below what you think of the pricing games and stuff like that. And how Mondern Game keeps going up, and they're, you know, how they keep talking about wanting to raise prices because of games and stuff like that. What you think of my thoughts on retro game collecting? You know, let me know. Other than that, I already ate food. I gotta get ready for work. Kind of doing my video late today, so I'll check you in the next video. Fun times, everybody. Bye.